We are live now, ma'am.
Okay, should I start, sir?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir. मुश्किलें जरूर हैं मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं मैं. मुश्किलें जरूर हैं मगर ठहरा नहीं हूं मैं. मंजिलों से जरा कह दो अभी पहुंचा नहीं हूं मैं. With this line, a very, very good afternoon to all excellencies, honorable speakers, ladies and gentlemen, and all my dear friends. I, Pallavi Shukla, behalf of PEFI team, welcome you all in the 8th day of online Train the Trainer program for the physical education teachers and sports coaches organized by Physical Education Foundation of India in association with Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. Before we start today's session, again, the few points I request to revise to all of you that you all have to rename yourselves on the Zoom, on the Zoom. And please write all the queries if you have on the question answers jo column diya hua hai, and that you can write. And we will take all the questions. We will try to take the questions from there. Agar kisi ka, if it happens that lack of time, if we are not able to take all the questions, so you will get the mail ID of our honorable speakers, and you can directly mail them and you will get the answers from them directly. You can get all the PPTs on Instagram link also, so you can also go back and you can see all the PPTs and things repeated again. And you can go on PEFI YouTube channel also, where we are live. So now I'm not taking much time. I want to start today's session, and I want to one line that अपने शरीर का ख्याल रखिए क्योंकि यही एकमात्र स्थान है जहां पर आपको जीना है. So with this line, I want to start our first topic, scientific, anatomical and physiological basis of physical exercise, anatomy and physiology. And to present the lecture on this topic, we have our honorable first speaker, Dr. Rahul Vashist. He is certified with ACE, American Council for Exercise in metabolic training, certified with progressive fitness from USA, pursuing PhD from DPESS University of Delhi, MPed from Amity University, Noida, director and health facility in director and head in faculty in Panacea Fitness Private Limited, guest faculty in YMCA especially for fitness courses, worked with various colleges like Kamla Nehru College and Institute of Home Economics of Delhi University as assistant professor ad hoc basis. Sir, a very warm welcome of you. We are very honored here to आपका पहला भी session हमने सुना है, and that was very interesting, and we are eager to know about today's session.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Please.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes, Rahul sir.
हाँ जी मैम, मैं एक्चुअली पीपीटी ऑन कर रहा हूँ.
Okay. So again I will repeat, जो भी हमारे questions हैं, आप लोग अपने questions question box में डालें और relevant to the today's point, like अभी सर का सुनिए और then send your question, type your question in the question answer box. Thank you, sir. Now, stage you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Pallavi ma'am, and thanks a lot, my teachers, my seniors, and my dear friends. Today we're going to discuss something about the anatomical and physiological basis of physical exercise. So, firstly, we need to understand what does it mean? What is the meaning of anatomy and physiology? Basically, anatomy means the structure of anything. Like if you're talking about the anatomy of heart, means the structure of the heart. Anatomy of the human body means the structure of the human body. The structure of the skin means the skin anatomy. So, and the physiology would be how it functions. वो कैसे किस तरीके से काम करती है ह्यूमन बॉडी. फिजियोलॉजी, ह्यूमन बॉडी किस तरीके से काम करती है. हार्ट फिजियोलॉजी मीन्स हार्ट किस तरीके से काम करता है. सो दैट इज इट्स मीनिंग. सो द मीनिंग ऑफ एनाटॉमी एंड फिजियोलॉजी वन मस्ट नो अबाउट ह्यूमन बॉडी. उसके लिए पहले हमने सबसे पहले ह्यूमन बॉडी को जानना होगा कि ह्यूमन बॉडी है क्या. एक्चुअली इट्स अ मशीन. So actually, basically, it's not a mechanical machine, but we can consider be as a machine. As you sit to read, countless perfectly coordinated actions are taking at the time in your body. Means heart भी चल रहा होता है, आपका brain भी चल रहा होता है, आपका blood भी चल रहा होता है, आपके lungs भी work कर रहे होते हैं. So at a time, coordinative manner में बहुत सारी चीजें लगातार एक साथ चल रही होती है. So इवन आप सुन भी रहे होते हैं, आप बोल भी रहे होते हैं, सारी चीजें इन कोऑर्डिनेटिव मैनर में सारी चीजें चल रही होती है. इफ यू स्टैंड अप एंड वॉक, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल योर बॉडी सिस्टम्स पुट बी इनटू एक्शन, इनेबलिंग यू टू परफॉर्म दिस एक्शन. इवन जब आप बैठकर एकदम खड़े होते हैं तो बॉडी एक कोऑर्डिनेटिव मैनर में जुड़कर वो आपको वॉक भी करने लगती है और आपके जो एक्शंस हैं उसको सही तरीके से परफॉर्म भी करती है. ठीक है. तो धीरे धीरे इन एक्शंस के अंदर भी आपके इम्प्रूवमेंट आने लगते हैं. जैसे कि हम कोई भी स्किल को परफॉर्म करते हैं, शुरुआत में अगर मैं बात करता हूँ तो वो थोड़ा सा एक अनकोऑर्डिनेटिव मैनर में होती है, बट वो धीरे धीरे हम उसे जब रिपीटेडली बार बार करते रहते हैं तो वो उसी में आपको परफेक्ट हो जाते हो आप. द ह्यूमन बॉडी कैन डिफेंड इटसेल्फ अगेंस्ट हंड्रेड्स ऑफ डिजीजेस. इसके अलावा आपकी बॉडी किस तरीके से काम करती है, आपको प्रोटेक्ट भी करती है डिजीज से. Your body can also repair itself almost from small injuries. अपने आप ही छोटी इंजरियों से आपको रिपेयर भी करती है. And many body parts such as heart and kidneys work continuously. जो कि लगातार आप सो रहे हैं, जाग रहे हैं, लगातार वो वर्क भी करते रहते हैं. ये मैटर नहीं है कि भाई आप सो रहे हैं तो वो वर्क नहीं करेंगे. So continuously they work in a coordinative manner. The human body has many parts systems such as skeletal system, muscular system, such as skeletal system, muscular system, digestive system, respiratory system, nervous system. There are several systems, those who work together, okay, and have number of organs such as heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, etc. They perform continuously, which performs different functions. All organs and systems work together in a close and coordinated manner. पल्लवी मैम, आवाज आ पा रही है आपको मेरी?
यस सर, बहुत क्लियर आ रही है.
Okay. So the human anatomy is a science of studying the body structure, as I told you. Actually, it is a word which we extracted, which we get from the anatom word, which is a Greek word actually, and which means to cut apart or to dissect it. किसी भी चीज को काट कर देखना, वो एनाटोम एक वर्ड है जिससे लिया गया है, जिसका मतलब होता है कि उसको डाइसेक्ट करके देखना. Originally, anatomical understanding came largely from observation of dissected plants and animals. Basically, a human बेसिकली क्या है, ये शुरुआत में साइंटिस्टों ने वर्ड निकाला था जो कि प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स को डाइसेक्ट कर कर, उनको तोड़कर, उनको काट कर, जो उनके ऊपर एक्सपेरिमेंट किए गए, तो उससे जो वर्ड निकल कर आया, दैट इज द एनाटमी. Okay, how we can read anatomy? So there would be an anatomical position in this. Standing erect, सीधे खड़े होना, हथेलियां सामने की तरफ, आपके दोनों टोज मिले हुए. बेसिकली हम जब भी किसी चीज को स्टडी करते हैं, सो वी there is a proper way. So to study anatomy, so we need anatomical position. Naming various parts of human body required anatomists to develop a reference position to that structures. These These anatomical positions refers to a person standing erect with the head, eyes, and palms facing forward, the feet together with the toes pointing forward, and the arms are hanging by the sides. So there are three ways of seeing an anatomical position. That would be the anterior view, the posterior view, and the lateral view. साइड से अगर हम देखते हैं तो वो लेटरल व्यू कहलाता है, अगर हम सामने से देखते हैं तो एनाटॉमिकल का आपका फ्रंटल व्यू कहलाता है, और अगर हम पीछे से देखते हैं तो डेट वुड बी द पोस्टीरियर व्यू. Importance anatomy. हम क्यों पढ़ते हैं anatomy? We all are physical education teachers. We all belongs to sports. So हमें पढ़ने का जरूरत क्या है उस चीज को? So having this understanding can go for a long way or designing an ideal training program. अगर हमें किसी का प्रोग्राम डिजाइनिंग करनी, प्रोग्राम मीन शेड्यूल डिजाइनिंग, अगर हम क्या एक्सरसाइज करानी चाहिए क्या नहीं करानी चाहिए. सो फॉर दिस वी नीड द स्टडी ऑफ एनाटमी. we should have knowledge of anatomy for this. So correcting a athlete posture, एक एथलीट का पोस्चर क्या होना चाहिए उसके लिए भी इसकी जरूरत है. एंड इवन हेल्पिंग अ फ्रेंड और फैमिली मेंबर पुश पास्ट अ क्रोनिक डिस्कम्फर्ट. आपने देखा होगा कुछ लोगों को सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस होता है. सो इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ डिस्कम्फर्ट ड्यू टू बैड पोस्चर. अगर हम सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस की बात करते हैं, जो कि सर्वाइकल एरिया, सर्वाइकल मीन्स आपका अपर नेक एरिया होता है जिसमें आपके मसल्स वीक हो जाते हैं. और अगर हम उन मसल्स को, अगर वो भी किस वजह से होता है आपका, क्योंकि आपका अगर बैड पोस्चर होता है, तो मीन्स अगर मैं गर्दन को नीचे करके इस तरीके से आगे की तरफ लेकर बैठता हूँ या मैं अधिकतर उसी पोस्चर में रहता हूँ, तो वो आपके जो मसल्स हैं आपके पीछे के, इवन ट्रेपेजियस जो है आपका, इरेक्टस स्पेने जो है मसल, वो वीक हो जाता है. और वीक होने की वजह से वो धीरे 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 उसका इलास्टिसिटी बढ़ने से वो आपको जो आपके वर्टिब्रल कॉलम है उसके अंदर के जो स्पेसेस है, इंटरवर्टिब्रल जो डिस्क होते हैं, उसको धीरे धीरे डीजनरेट करने लगता है और वो फिर धीरे धीरे पेन करने लगता है. So it's a unique skill that allows us to think visually when providing rehabilitation services. अगर हमने किसी को रिहेबिलिटेट करना है, रिहेबिलिटेशन का मतलब होता है कि सपोज करो कोई एथलीट है जिसका परफॉर्मेंस एक लेवल पर है और वो बीच में उसको इंजरी हो जाती है, तो उसका परफॉर्मेंस डिक्लाइन हो जाता है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द ड्यू ट्रेनिंग प्रिंसिपल. तो अगर हम उसको दोबारा से उस लेवल पर जाना चाहते हैं, उसी जो उसका परफॉर्मेंस था, सो दैट इज द रिहेबिलिटेशन प्रोसेस. तो ये आपको इवन गाइड करता है एनाटमी, अगर आपको उसका नॉलेज है तो वो आपको गाइड करता है कि आप रिहेबिलिटेशन कम टाइम के अंदर आप उसकी परफॉर्मेंस को दोबारा से रिहेबिलिटेट कर सकते हैं, उसी परफॉर्मेंस पर जल्दी से जल्दी ला सकते हैं. An educated anatomy specialist would not have to wonder. They also would definitely not to believe he is clearly doing an exercise but is meant to focus on his parts. मैं आपको बेसिकली एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ. जैसे कि पुल ओवर एक ऐसी एक्सरसाइज है जो कि जनरली लोग, आपने सुना होगा पुल ओवर के बारे में, लेटकर बेंच पर लेटकर डंबल से की जाती है एक्सरसाइज. और उसके अंदर सभी लोग कहते हैं कि ये एक चेस्ट का एक्सरसाइज है, बट बेसिकली द मूवमेंट वुड बी द शोल्डर एक्सटेंशन इन दिस. आप इस तरीके से लिफ्ट करते हैं लेटकर एंटी ग्रेविटी. तो बेसिकली इट्स अ लैट्स एक्सरसाइज. लैटिसिमस डॉर्सी जो मसल होता है, बैक का मसल होता है, उसकी एक्सरसाइज है. सो फर्स्टली वी जस्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट व्हाट वी डू. ठीक है, हम जो कर रहे हैं एंड व्हाट वुड बी द एक्शन इन दिस. One of the greatest pieces of knowledge that people lack while exercising. पल्लवी मैम, थोड़ा सा तबीयत खराब था मेरा, बट स्टिल वी हैव टू डू दिस जस्ट बिकॉज पेफी का जो प्रोग्राम है वो उसके पीछे लाइक
No, sir. You take your time.
हमारे
I think you need a glass of water.
yeah, sure, ma'am. But actually, can we wait for a second, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. We can, sir. We can. We can wait for you. So till that, हम लोग we were discussing about the importance of anatomy, and sir is not feeling well. So yes, definitely we can give him a minute. So very soon, आज हमारे second भी जो हमारा session है, that is about the cardiac impact of exercise. So two very important topics we are discussing today, and yes, I hope Dr. Rahul sir is fine. Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, you are fine now?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, please proceed, sir.
So, as we've seen that chronic headaches, आपने देखो कुछ लोगों को सर में दर्द रहता है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द टाइट सुपीरियर फाइबर्स ऑफ द ट्रेपेजिस, जैसे मैंने जो कोई एग्जांपल दिया था अभी, लाइक जो सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस है उसकी वजह से भी कुछ लोगों को हेडेक्स वगैरह होते हैं आपको, और चक्कर वगैरह भी आते हैं सर। दिस इज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक ऑफ एनाटॉमिकल नॉलेज। अगर उनको नॉलेज होगा कि किस तरीके से कैसे मसल काम करता है और किस तरीके से कौन सा मसल है वहाँ पर, तो उसको ट्रेन कर सकते हैं और क्रोनिक हेडेक्स को भी वो ठीक किया जा सकता है। सो बेसिक एक्सरसाइज सिलेक्शन एंड कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेशन, कि कौन कौन सा एक्सरसाइज उनको करना चाहिए कौन सा नहीं करना चाहिए, this is also indication for this. If you have good knowledge over anatomy, then you can easily make a training schedule, and कि कौन कौन से रेस्ट्रिक्शंस भी हैं वो भी आपको उसका नॉलेज मिल जाएगा, मीन्स कौन सी वर्कआउट आपको नहीं करना चाहिए। Appropriate amount of time spent on corrective exercises. करेक्टिव एक्सरसाइजेस कौन सी होती है, जो बेसिकली हम देखते हैं कि हमारे बेसिकली इंजरीज को रिहेबिलिटेट करने के लिए होती है, या फिर आपके बैड पोस्चर को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए होती है। दीज आर द करेक्टिव एक्सरसाइजेस। तो आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा टाइम उस पर स्पेंड भी कर पाएंगे। दिस विल ऑल्सो बिल्ड एथलीट कॉन्फिडेंस। इफ़ यू हैव गुड नॉलेज एज अ कोच, मीन्स अगर आप एज अ कोच यू हैव गुड नॉलेज ओवर एनाटमी, और एज अ एथलीट यू हैव गुड नॉलेज ओवर एनाटमी, देन यू कैन बिल्ड एथलीट कॉन्फिडेंस। मीन्स आप जैसे अभी सभी फिजिकल एजुकेशन टीचर्स हैं, तो अगर आपको अपने एथलीट्स को ट्रेन करना है, अगर आपके पास अच्छा नॉलेज है, तो आप अपने एथलीट को भी गाइड कर सकते हैं कि इस तरीके से आपके लिए ये अच्छा है, और उनको बता भी सकते हैं कि दिस इज़ अ बेसिक एनाटमी, जो उनको उनके अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस भी बिल्ड करेगा। It might not be our job to diagnose medical issues. Actually, as a physical education teacher and sports coach, so we do not have right to diagnose anything. We have to make them clear that we are not a medical expert. We do not have such knowledge as a medical practitioner. तो आप डॉक्टर के पास जाइए, उसको ट्रीट करवाइए। Having this understanding can go a long way in designing the ideal training program, correcting athlete posture, keeping a friend or family member to push past a chronic discomfort, proper education and motivation for a unique skill that allows coach physiotherapists to think visually when providing rehabilitation services. Already discussed. With proper knowledge, we would not wonder what particular muscles different strange exercises targeting. Some gym doers, they say pullovers is for the chest, but in actual it is a back exercise, already discussed. The people lack exercising in the people lack while exercising is their assumption that certain exercises work on certain body parts simply because they feel it there. But with a minor adjustment, we can transform an exercises such a pull-up with some say they feel in their biceps, but in correct form they should feel burn in their lats. While we do pull-ups, अगर आपने देखा होगा जब हम बॉडी को ऊपर की तरफ लिफ्ट करते हैं, so some feel discomfort or some kind of stress in their biceps, but basically it's an exercise for latissimus dorsi. So if you have good knowledge of anatomy, then you can easily guide that basically it's exercises for lats, but if you are feeling stress on your bicep just because you are flexing your arm. अगर हम आर्म को फ्लेक्स करते हैं तो आपको पता ही है कि बाइसेप्स मसल इस्तेमाल होता है, बट बेसिकली इट्स अ लैटिसिमस एक्सरसाइज. Basic exercise selection and contraindication. Appropriate amount of time spent on corrective exercises build athletic confidence. Okay. Uh, Anatomical changes due to physical exercise. Firstly, that is skeletal muscular hypertrophy. जो आपके skeletal muscles हैं वो hypertrophy हो जाती है. Hypertrophy means increase in muscle size. As we all know that while we do exercising, strength training या endurance training जो भी हम करते हैं, it increases your myosin myofilaments, it thickens your sarcomere, sarcoplasmic reticulum and the actin and myosin myofilaments. ठीक है, तो अगर हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, भले वो स्ट्रेंथ हो या इंड्योरेंस हो, कुछ स्ट्रेंथ में वो मायोसिन और एक्टिन मायोफिलामेंट्स ज़्यादा हाइपरट्रॉफी होती है, मीन्स उनका साइज ज़्यादा बढ़ता है. और जो आपका सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम है, सार्कोप्लाज्मिक जो रेटिकुलम होता है, जो ऊपर का लेयर होता है उस मसल फाइबर का, वो भी उसका भी साइज बढ़ता है. तो ये भी एक एनाटॉमिकल चेंज दिखाई देता है जो कि हम फिजिकल एक्सरसाइज से देख सकते हैं. द सेकेंड वन वुड बी द एथलेटिक हार्ट. वी ऑल नो व्हाट इज एथलेटिक हार्ट. एथलेटिक हार्ट इज अ इंक्रीज इन द हार्ट साइज. हार्ट साइज में कैसे वृद्धि होती है मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. बेसिकली जो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल है उसका साइज बढ़ जाता है. जो उसकी लेयर है, आउटर मोस्ट लेयर, दैट इज द मायोकार्डियम. मायोकार्डियम का साइज बढ़ जाता है. दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज द एथलेटिक हार्ट. जो हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं, एक्सरसाइजेस करते हैं, तो उससे आपका जो आपकी बॉडी को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा खून सप्लाई करना होता है हार्ट को, कि उधर की डिमांड्स ज़्यादा होती है जब आप एक्सरसाइज कर रहे होते हो. तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जब वो आपका स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम बढ़ाने की कोशिश करता है हार्ट, तो धीरे 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 आपका जो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल है हार्ट का, उसका साइज धीरे धीरे बढ़ जाता है. इट ऑल्सो हेल्प्स यू इन डिक्रीज बॉडी फैट. बॉडी फैट डिक्रीज होता है. वी ऑल नो देयर आर 2-3 टाइप ऑफ बॉडी फैट इन अवर बॉडी. द फर्स्ट इन द ब्लड नेम्ड कोलेस्ट्रॉल और ट्राइग्लिसराइड, वो भी कम होता है. सेकेंडली विसरल फैट, जो ऑर्गन्स हैं उस वो भी प्रोटेक्टेड होते हैं फैट से, तो उसे हम विसरल फैट बोलते हैं. वो भी थोड़ा थोड़ा कम होता है जितना रिक्वायर्ड होता है बॉडी को, कि कुछ कंजर्व अपने पास प्रोटेक्ट करके भी रखती है. एंड थर्ड वुड बी द एडिपोज टिश्यू, जो स्किन के जस्ट बीनीथ द स्किन होता है, जस्ट नीचे होता है. तो उसके भी धीरे धीरे आपका बॉडी फैट परसेंटेज कम होने लगता है. ओके, फिजियोलॉजिकल इफेक्ट ऑफ ट्रेनिंग. जब हम फिजियोलॉजी की बात करते हैं, मैंने आपको बताया फंक्शंस, हाउ इट फंक्शंस, हमारे बॉडी में वो किस तरीके से काम करते हैं. और जब हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो उस दौरान बॉडी के अंदर बॉडी किस तरीके से काम करती है, दैट इज द फिजियोलॉजी ऑफ ट्रेनिंग. The training effect of training can be studied most easily by classifying the changes as follows. Those occurring at the tissue level, that is biochemical change. कुछ चेंजेस टिश्यू लेवल पर आते हैं, दैट इज द बायोकेमिकल चेंज. जैसे कि हम एटीपी सीपी की बात करते हैं, सभी ने सुना होगा एडेनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट केटिन फॉस्फेट, दैट इज एट द टिश्यू लेवल, सो दैट इज अ बायोकेमिकल चेंज. Those occurring systematically, that is those affecting the circulatory and respiratory system, including the oxygen transport system. और फर्स्ट मैंने आपको बताया बायोकेमिकल चेंज टिश्यू लेवल पर होते हैं और कुछ इफेक्ट डालते हैं सर्कुलेटरी और रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम पर, दैट इंक्लूड्स द ऑक्सीजन ट्रांसपोर्ट सिस्टम. अदर चेंजेस सच एज दोज कंसर्न्ड विद बॉडी कंपोजिशन, कुछ इफेक्ट बॉडी कंपोजिशन पर आता है, ब्लड कोलेस्ट्रॉल पर आता है, ट्राइग्लिसराइड लेवल, ब्लड प्रेशर चेंजेस, एंड चेंजेस विद रेस्पेक्ट टू हीट एक्लिमेटाइजेशन. ये मैं अभी आपको बताऊंगा क्या है इनका मतलब. इट शुड बी पॉइंटेड आउट एट दिस टाइम दैट नॉट ऑल द फॉलोइंग ट्रेनिंग इफेक्ट कैन बी एक्सपेक्टेड फ्रॉम ए सिंगल ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम. सो वन वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस दैट एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम से कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आता किसी भी तरीके का. लाइक एट रेस्ट आप मान के चले जाइए, जैसे कि मैं एक सेडेंटरी पर्सन हूँ, जो मेरे बॉडी के अंदर चेंज है, अगर मैं एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम करता हूँ तो उससे भी कोई खास चेंज नहीं मिलना मेरे को, वो सेम ही रहेगा. बट अगर मैं कंटिन्यूसली उस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम को लंबे समय तक करता रहूँगा तो उसके अंदर फिर वो धीरे धीरे चेंज आना शुरू हो जाएगा. Training effects are specific to the type of training regime used, whether it is an aerobic means endurance or an anaerobic program. एरोबिक और एनारोबिक के बारे में सभी लोग जानते होंगे. एरोबिक मीन्स विच कंटेन्स ऑक्सीजन फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम, एक ऐसा ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम जिसमें मेरे को लंबे समय तक ट्रेनिंग, जब मैं ट्रेनिंग करता हूँ तो मेरे को ऑक्सीजन मिलती रहती है. एनारोबिक मीन्स जब मेरे को 2 से ज़्यादा मिनट के बाद मेरे को सफिशिएंट अमाउंट में, जितना मेरे को चाहिए उतना ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिलते, डेट इज वुड बी कंसिडर्ड एज द एनारोबिक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम. सो एंड्रेंस मीन्स मैं अगर हाफ एन आवर रनिंग करता हूँ, डेट इज द एंड्रेंस और द एरोबिक एक्टिविटी. और इफ आई एम डूइंग स्प्रिंट, आपने देखो जब आप स्प्रिंट करते हो तो आप कुछ सेकंड्स के बाद या कुछ मिनट के बाद, जैसे मैं 400 मीटर करता हूँ या कुछ उसके बाद 100 मीटर के बाद मेरे को रुकना पड़ता है. मेरी ब्रीद इतनी ज़्यादा एग्रीवेट हो जाती है, बढ़ जाती है कि मेरे को रुकना पड़ता है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द लैक्टिक एसिड. तो मेरी बॉडी उस दौरान एक एनारोबिक एक्टिविटी कर रही होती है. और इसके ऊपर भी जो फिजियोलॉजी है ये मैटर करता है कि मैं कौन सा ट्रेनिंग रिजीम फॉलो कर रहा हूँ. इफ आई एम डूइंग एरोबिक और एनारोबिक, सो बोथ फिजियोलॉजी वुड बी डिफरेंट ऑफ मतलब ह्यूमन बॉडी का जो फिजियोलॉजी है वो दोनों में डिफरेंट होता है, अलग अलग होता है. ओके. Biochemical changes in the aerobic activity. So there are 3 aerobic adaptations that occur in skeletal muscle, mainly as a result of endurance training program. The first one would be the increased myoglobin content. So myoglobin is basically a pigment which is presented in the muscle. So myoglobin content is in muscle has been shown to be substantially increased following training. The training program involves rats and consists of treadmill running 5 days per week for 12 weeks. This response is specific in that the myoglobin increased only in those muscles involved in the training program, especially in leg muscles. Further, Hickson has shown in rats that myoglobin increases are associated with the frequency of training. With exercise at 2 days, it would be 18%. For 4 days, it would be actually for 2 days it was 14%, for 4 days it was 18, and for 6 days it was 26% respectively. तो मैंने देखा गया कि जब मैं कोई भी एरोबिक एक्टिविटी करता हूँ तो उसके बाद मेरा मायोग्लोबिन कंटेंट मेरे मसल के अंदर बढ़ जाता है. Myoglobin is an oxygen binding pigment similar to hemoglobin. In this respect, it acts as a store for oxygen. However, this is concerned a minor function in contributing to the improvement of aerobic system. Its main function is in aiding the delivery or the diffusion of oxygen. Diffusion is the exchange of gases, जो आपका ऑक्सीजन और CO2 का कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड का एक्सचेंज होता है from the cell membrane to the mitochondria where it is consumed. So this is the changes in hemoglobin and blood volume following physical training in males. The variables are total hemoglobin and the figures are before and after training state and the percentage change. Increased oxidation of carbohydrate means glycogen. जब भी हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो हमारे बॉडी के अंदर ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस होता है. ऑक्सीडेशन मीन्स द ऑक्सीजन किसी भी चीज़ को ब्रेक करने के लिए, जैसे मैंने कार्ब खाया तो कार्ब खाने के बाद बॉडी मेरी उसको जब भी ब्रेक डाउन करेगी, उसको ग्लाइकोलाइसिस करेगी, जब मेरी बॉडी के अंदर प्रॉपर अमाउंट में ऑक्सीजन होगा. अगर फैट्स मैंने खाया तो उसके मेरे बॉडी के अंदर प्रॉपर अमाउंट में फैट ऑक्सीजन नहीं है तो बीटा ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस पूरा नहीं होगा. सो जब हम एरोबिक ट्रेनिंग करते हैं उस दौरान it would affect the oxidation of carbohydrate, or it would increase the oxidation of carbohydrate basically. Training increases the capacity of skeletal muscle to break down glycogen in the presence of oxygen to CO2 plus H2O with ATP production. We all know कि हम जो भी खाते हैं, एग्जाम्पल हम कार्ब खाते हैं, फैट्स खाते हैं, हम प्रोटीन्स खाते हैं, वो बेसिकली ब्रेक डाउन होकर एटीपी में ही कन्वर्ट होता है, और एटीपी मीन्स इट्स एडेनोसिन ट्राइफॉस्फेट, और वो ही एनर्जी देता है. अगर एटीपी ब्रेक नहीं होगा तो हमारी बॉडी को एनर्जी नहीं मिल पाएगी, और दैट वुड बी अकर्ड इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. तो CO2 और H2O इन दोनों की जरूरत होती है और ऑक्सीजन की जरूरत होती है एटीपी को बनाने के लिए. इन अदर वर्ड्स द कैपेसिटी ऑफ द मसल टू generate energy aerobically is improved. Evidence for this change is an increase in the maximal aerobic power. So it would also increase the maximal aerobic power, which is that is the VO2 max. There are two subcellular adaptations that contribute to the muscles cells increased capacity to oxidize carbohydrate following training. So we have seen several researches that while we do aerobic exercise, so it would lead to increase in the number of mitochondria. Mitochondria, it's a like a powerhouse of the cell. Increase in the number of size and membrane surface area of the skeletal muscle mitochondria. तो आपने फिगर एक साइड में मैंने दिया हुआ है, डेट इज द बिफोर ट्रेनिंग एंड द आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया है ये जो बीच में आपको दिखाया हुआ है, इसमें एटीपी प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है. सो नंबर देयर वर 2 एंड आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग इट देयर आर 4. An increase in the level of activity or concentration involved in the Krebs cycle. So while we do workout or while we do aerobic activity, so the lactic acid or the wastages goes to the Krebs cycle. So it would also increase the concentration level involved in the Krebs cycle. Aside from increased ability of muscle to oxidize glycogen, there is also increased in the amount of glycogen stored in the following training. So ये भी देखा गया है रिसर्चेस के अंदर कि एक ट्रेंड बंदे का और एक अनट्रेंड बंदे का जो ग्लाइकोजन स्टोर होता है, मींस द कार्ब स्टोर और द एनर्जी स्टोर, वो ट्रेंड बंदे के अंदर ज्यादा होता है, अनट्रेंड के अंदर कम होता है. सो जनरली 13 to 15 ग्राम ऑफ ग्लाइकोजन पर मसल per kilogram of muscle is seen in an untrained man. But after training, this amount has been shown to increase 2.5 times. तो वो तकरीबन 2.5 गुना या 3 गुना तक उस पे पहुंच जाता है आफ्टर ट्रेनिंग. Increased oxidation of fat like glycogen. This has been seen in many cases, और एक्चुअली रिसर्चेस इस पे काफ़ी हुई हैं. इवन मैंने भी इसके रिगार्डिंग काफ़ी आपके पेपर्स पढ़े हैं. तो वो देखा गया है कि जैसे हम कभी भी कोई भी वर्कआउट करते हैं, आपको पता होगा एक एनर्जी सिस्टम है. दैट इज द फर्स्ट इज द एटीपी, देन सीपी, देन मसल ग्लूकोज, मसल ग्लाइकोजन, देन fats, then muscle catabolism. This is the basic energy system or the energy cycle, जिस तरीके से बॉडी एनर्जी को यूज करती है. बट एक अनट्रेंड बंदे का तो यही होता है, बट एक ट्रेंड बंदे का क्या होता है, एटीपी देन सीपी. अब जो मसल ग्लाइकोजन है वो बॉडी बहुत कम यूज करती है और लिवर ग्लाइकोजन कम यूज करती है, वो डायरेक्टली शिफ्ट हो जाती है फैट मेटाबॉलिज्म पर. तो बेसिकली हम देखते हैं कि एक अनट्रेंड बंदा और ट्रेंड बंदे में फिजियोलॉजी में ये डिफरेंस आ जाता है कि उसकी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बॉडी फैट्स को इस्तेमाल ऑक्सीडाइज करने लगते हैं विद हेल्प ऑफ बीटा ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस. सो increased oxidation of fat, this is not like glycogen, the breakdown oxidation of fat to CO2 plus H2O with ATP production in the presence of oxygen is increased following training. Anaerobic changes, increased capacity of the phosphogen, ATP and PC, that is the ketone phosphate system. बेसिकली अगर हम देखते हैं ट्रेंड और अनट्रेंड बंदे में जो डिफरेंस होता है, जो एटीपी स्टोर्स हैं वो ट्रेंड बंदे के अंदर ज़्यादा होते हैं, अनट्रेंड में कम होते हैं, ड्यू टू इंक्रीज्ड लेवल ऑफ मस्कुलर स्टोर्स ऑफ एटीपी एंड पीसी, इंक्रीज्ड एक्टिविटी ऑफ की एंजाइम्स इन्वॉल्व्ड इन एटीपी एंड पीसी सिस्टम. किसी भी चीज़ को ब्रेक करने के लिए एंजाइम्स की जरूरत है. इस जब हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो वो आपके जो एंजाइम्स है वो बढ़ जाते हैं, जैसे कि एटीपीस आपने सुना होगा, काइनेस एंजाइम सुना होगा, वो बढ़ने की वजह से आपका जो है एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाता है. एनर्जी प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाता है और बॉडी भी एटीपी ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस करती है और केटिन फॉस्फेट भी धीरे धीरे ज़्यादा प्रोड्यूस करती है. इंक्रीज्ड ग्लाइकोलाइटिक कैपेसिटी, मैंने आपको बताया एंजाइम्स जब एलिवेट होते हैं, सो ग्लाइकोलाइटिक मीन्स द ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ ग्लूकोज इन द बॉडी. तो द स्टोर्ड फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लूकोज और द लाइक रनिंग फॉर्म ऑफ ग्लूकोज, दोनों का आपका ब्रेक डाउन वो जल्दी हो जाता है. रिलेटिव चेंजेस इन द फास्ट एंड स्लो ट्विच फाइबर्स. आपने एक लेक्चर लिया होगा जो कि संध्या तिवारी मैम ने बोला था. उन्होंने बोला था कि आपके बॉडी के अंदर 2 से 3 तरीके के फाइबर्स होते हैं. दैट इज द फर्स्ट वन इज द फास्ट ट्विच फाइबर, द सेकंड इज द स्लो ट्विच फाइबर एंड द फास्ट कम स्लो ट्विच फाइबर. मतलब कि आप उसे आप कह सकते हैं कि दोनों का मिक्सचर कह लीजिए, या फिर एक टाइप 2A-B और लाइक एक डिवीजन है उसका, वो बता मान लीजिए कि एक अलग फाइबर होता है, दैट इज द येलोइश कलर फाइबर. तो उसकी कंसंट्रेशन भी एरोबिक एक्सरसाइजेस करने से बढ़ जाती है. इवन फास्ट ट्विच भी बढ़ते हैं, स्लो ट्विच भी बढ़ते हैं, और टाइप 2B फाइबर्स जो मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, दैट इज द पेल येलो फाइबर्स, वो भी बढ़ जाते हैं. Cardiorespiratory system changes at rest. So while we do training, और जब हम लगातार एक एक्टिविटी को लंबे टाइम तक करते रहते हैं, एक ट्रेनिंग सेशन से कोई इफेक्ट आता नहीं है, बट हम जब लंबे समय तक हम कोई भी वर्कआउट करते हैं, कोई भी हम एरोबिक एक्टिविटी, एनारोबिक एक्टिविटी करते हैं, तो आपके तब फिजियोलॉजी के अंदर चेंज आते हैं. सो बेसिकली मैंने आपको बताया जो बायोकेमिकल चेंजेस है वो मैंने आपको बताया एटीपी सीपी के. और अब जो कार्डियो रेस्पिरेटरी चेंजेस आते हैं एट रेस्ट, और ये तो रेस्ट के हैं, इसके बाद सब मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी पर, एंड द मैक्सिमम इंटेंसिटी वुड बी डिफरेंट, क्योंकि तीनों पर अलग अलग होंगे. सो जो एट रेस्ट है, दैट इज द चेंज इन द हार्ट साइज. जो मैंने आपको बताया एथलेटिक हार्ट, वो चेंज आपको दिखता है जनरली कार्डियक के अंदर एट रेस्ट. और डिक्रीज हार्ट रेट, आपका जो हार्ट रेट है वो भी धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज होने लगता है, क्योंकि आपका स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम, आपका कार्डियक आउटपुट, दोनों चीज़ें आपकी बढ़ जाती हैं. इंक्रीज स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम. स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम क्या होता है, मैंने आपको बताया कि जो लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल है, जब आपका ब्लड को पंप करता है सिस्टोलिक ब्लड प्रेशर के थ्रू, मतलब कि एक झटके में जितना ब्लड को बाहर निकालता है आर्टरी के थ्रू, दैट इज द स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम. और कार्डियक आउटपुट भी मैं बता देता हूँ आपको, जब वो जितनी बीट्स आपके जनरली 1 मिनट के अंदर होती हैं, जब हम स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम को और हार्ट रेट को मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हैं, दैट वुड बी द कार्डियक आउटपुट. तो दोनों चीज़ें आपकी बढ़ जाती हैं. इंक्रीज्ड ब्लड वॉल्यूम एंड हीमोग्लोबिन. आपका जो ब्लड वॉल्यूम है और हीमोग्लोबिन है, दोनों चीज़ें बढ़ जाती है. जनरली देखा गया है कि आपका जो ब्लड वॉल्यूम है वो भी इंक्रीज होता है, और हीमोग्लोबिन भी जनरली 13 to 14 और 12 to 13 to 15 आपका हीमोग्लोबिन कंटेंट होता है mg पर 100 ml. बट एक एथलीट का अगर हम देखते हैं, सो इट वुड इंक्रीज टू 15 to 17 ग्राम ऑफ पर 100 ml. तो चेंजेस इन स्केलेटल मसल्स, जो आपके स्केलेटल मसल्स है उसमें भी हाइपरट्रॉफी होती है, उसमें बढ़ाव आता है, उनके अंदर भी साइज में वृद्धि होती है. ये भी एक चेंज है जो कि एट रेस्ट आपको दिखता है कार्डियोरेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम पर। कार्डियोरेस्पिरेटरी चेंजेस ड्यूरिंग सम मैक्सिमम एक्सरसाइज। No change or slight decrease in oxygen consumption because of mechanical efficiency। जब हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो आपने देखा होगा देयर इज अ डिक्रीज इन द ऑक्सीजन कंजम्पशन जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द मैकेनिकल एफिशिएंसी। जब हम कोई भी मूवमेंट को सीखते हैं धीरे 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 उस मूवमेंट के अंदर हम धीरे धीरे परफेक्ट हो जाते हैं और जो बेसिकली जो जो मूवमेंट है वो मैकेनिकली एफिशिएंट हो जाती है। सो देयर इज अ डिक्रीज इन द ऑक्सीजन कंजम्पशन। डिक्रीज इन मसल ग्लाइकोजन यूटिलाइजेशन। मैंने आपको बताया जो एक ट्रेंड और अनट्रेंड एथलीट होता है उन दोनों में एक डिफरेंस है कि आपकी बॉडी ग्लाइकोजन से मीन्स ग्लूकोज से और ग्लाइकोजन से शिफ्ट होकर जल्दी से फैट्स पर डिलीवर हो जाती है। मीन्स वो फैट एज अ फ्यूल वो लेने लगती है। तो हमारी बॉडी के अंदर फैट एडिपोज टिश्यू या फिर कोलेस्ट्रॉल इनकी फॉर्म में होता है तो बॉडी क्या करती है ऑक्सीडेशन करने लगती है फैट्स का through beta oxidation process. So decrease in lactic acid production, increase in anaerobic threshold. Training is associated with a decrease in the accumulation of lactic acid through a given maximum exercise. So इवन आपकी जो बॉडी है वो लैक्टिक एसिड का प्रोडक्शन भी धीरे धीरे कम करने लगते हैं जस्ट बिकॉज योर एनारोबिक थ्रेशोल्ड इज इंक्रीजेस। थ्रेशोल्ड क्या होता है मैं आपको बता देता हूँ। अभी आप कोई भी एक्टिविटी करते हैं तो एक आपका एक ऊपर वाला मार्क है जिसमें आपकी बॉडी आपके लैक्टिक एसिड को जब बनाती है तो जैसे ही लैक्टिक एसिड ऊपर आता है तो आपकी बॉडी जो है उसका आपका एक्सर्शन बढ़ जाता है और एक्सर्शन बढ़ने की वजह से आपको जो एक्टिविटी है वो धीरे धीरे कम करनी पड़ती है, उसकी स्पीड कम करनी पड़ती है या उसको आपको रोकना होता है। जब आप लगातार कंटिन्यूसली यू डू वर्कआउट तो आपकी जो एनारोबिक थ्रेशोल्ड है वो धीरे 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 वो शिफ्ट हो जाए डेट द वेंटिलेटरी थ्रेशोल्ड। सो जो VT1 है वो आपका शिफ्ट होने लगता है ऊपर की तरफ। तो आपका जो लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोडक्शन है जब आप कंटिन्यूसली वर्कआउट करते जाते हो तो वो शिफ्ट जैसे ऊपर हो रहा है मीन्स वो धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज हो रहा है क्योंकि वो शिफ्ट हो रहा है। वो आप पहले 10 मिनट में आपका एक्सर्शन हो रहा था आज वो 15 मिनट में या कल को वो आपका 20 मिनट में हो रहा है। तो आपका जो लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोडक्शन है वो भी धीरे धीरे कम होने लगता है while doing maximum exercise। No change or slight decrease in cardiac output। जो कार्डिक आउटपुट है उसमें कोई खास अंतर नहीं आता क्योंकि जब आप लगातार आप ट्रेनिंग करते रहते हो सो देयर वुड बी अ काइंड ऑफ लिमिट इन दिस कि उससे ज़्यादा आपका कार्डिक आउटपुट नहीं बढ़ेगा। तो आपका जो कार्डिक आउटपुट है वो आपका एक मेंटेन हो जाता है क्योंकि आपका जो हार्ट रेट है वो नॉर्मल है, स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम आपका ऑलरेडी बढ़ा हुआ है तो डेट वुड बी स्टैग्नेंट। इंक्रीज स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम, मैंने आपको बताया स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम आपका बढ़ जाता है। डिक्रीज हार्ट रेट, आपका जो हार्ट रेट है जैसे आपका स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा ऑब्वियसली और कार्डियक आउटपुट बराबर है उतना ही है तो आपका हार्ट रेट धीरे धीरे लो हो जाएगा। जो कार्डियक आउटपुट होता है डेट इज वुड बी Q इक्वल टू स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम SV इनटू हार्ट रेट। तो जब आप देखोगे कार्डियक आउटपुट सेम है स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम बढ़ रहा है ऑब्वियसली अगर आप फॉर्मूले के थ्रू देखते हैं तो आपका हार्ट रेट धीरे धीरे कम होने लगेगा जस्ट बिकॉज आपकी बॉडी को उसी स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम के थ्रू सारी की सारी ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई हो जाएगी। चेंजेस इन मसल ब्लड फ्लो, जो आपका मसल ब्लड फ्लो है वो भी धीरे धीरे बढ़ जाएगा जस्ट बिकॉज इट वुड ऑल्सो इंक्रीज इन द नंबर ऑफ कैपिलरीज ऑफ द मसल। जो आपकी मसल्स की कैपिलरीज है वो भी धीरे धीरे बढ़ने लगती है। दिस इज अ काइंड ऑफ एक पिक्चर आई टुक फ्रॉम अ बुक जिसमें दिखाया हुआ है कि ट्रेनिंग का जो इफेक्ट है बिफोर एंड आफ्टर ऑक्सीजन कंजम्पशन पर, लैक्टिक एसिड पर, मसल ग्लाइकोजन, कार्डियक आउटपुट, स्ट्रोक वॉल्यूम, हार्ट रेट, मसल ब्लड फ्लो एंड द VO2 max। Cardiorespiratory changes during maximal exercise। जो हम हाई इंटेंसिटी एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, सो व्हाट वुड बी द चेंज? It also increases the maximal aerobic power. Aerobic power, that is the VO2 max. VO2 max आपका बढ़ जाता है. Increased cardiac output. ये अब कुछ सिमिलर वर्ड्स ही है जो मैंने आपको बताया. कार्डियक आउटपुट वो बढ़ जाता है. Increased stroke volume. No change or slight decrease in the heart rate. Increased lactic acid production. लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोडक्शन जो है मैक्सिमम एक्सरसाइज के अंदर वो बढ़ जाती है. नो चेंज इन द ब्लड फ्लो. ब्लड फ्लो में सब मैक्सिमम से मैक्सिमम में कोई ज़्यादा चेंज नहीं आता. रेस्पिरेटरी चेंजेस. इंक्रीज द टाइडल वॉल्यूम एंड ब्रीथिंग फ्रीक्वेंसी. जो टाइडल वॉल्यूम है उसमें आपका इंक्रीज हो जाता है. इसमें दिखाया हुआ है, देखो टाइडल वॉल्यूम जो आपका इनहेलेशन एंड द एक्सहेलेशन का जो वॉल्यूम होता है, दैट इज द टाइडल वॉल्यूम. A greater ventilatory efficiency, particularly over prolonged effort, would result in less oxygen to the respiratory muscles and more to the skeletal muscles. जो आपका वेंटिलेटरी थ्रेशोल्ड है, जो एफिशिएंसी है लंबे टाइम के लिए, सो आपकी बॉडी को मींस कम से कम ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई में भी आपके मसल्स को आपको मतलब ऑक्सीजन को पूरा डिलीवर कर देता है. इट इंक्रीजेज द लंग वॉल्यूम. जो लंग का वॉल्यूम है वो भी बढ़ जाता है. आपकी बॉडी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इनहेल कर पाती है, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक्सहेल कर पाती है. मीन्स आपका टाइडल वॉल्यूम भी फर्क पड़ता है, तो आपके लंग वॉल्यूम पर भी फर्क पड़ता है. ग्रेटर डिफ्यूजन कैपेसिटी. डिफ्यूजन जो एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेज है उसके अंदर भी चेंजेस होते हैं. मीन्स आप ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ऑक्सीजन ले पाते हो, बॉडी इनहेल कर पाते हो और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा CO2 को एक्सहेल कर पाते हो. Other training changes in body composition. Body composition means the body is composed of body fat, muscle tissue, water, and something and all. So there is a change in the body composition. Change in the body composition means increase in muscle mass, decrease in body fat, and the decreased blood level of cholesterol and triglycerides. So these are the uh, फैट्स इन द ब्लड बेसिकली. तो इसके अंदर भी धीरे धीरे चेंज आता है, जो कि आपका कोलेस्ट्रॉल ट्राइग्लिसराइड लेवल भी वो कम होने लगते हैं. चेंजेस इन द ब्लड प्रेशर. ब्लड प्रेशर में क्या चेंज आता है? जो आपका सिस्टोलिक डायस्टोलिक ब्लड प्रेशर है वो भी धीरे धीरे कम होने लगता है. चेंजेस इन हीट एक्यूमुलेटाइजेशन. मीन्स आपका हीट में एक्यूमुलेटाइज होने लगता है, मीन्स हीट अडाप्ट होने लगती है. आप जब ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो आपने देखा होगा कि आपकी बॉडी हीट अप हो जाती है. तो धीरे धीरे ट्रेनिंग करने से वो भी आपकी बॉडी को हीट को बियर करने की हैबिट पड़ जाती है. तो आपके जो हीट एक्यूमुलेटाइजेशन है वो भी बढ़ जाती है. आज आप जो ट्रेनिंग करते हो, मीन्स आप हॉट वेदर में भी ट्रेनिंग कर सकते हो, लंबे टाइम तक ट्रेनिंग कर सकते हो. that would be increased. Changes in connective tissue. We all know what are the connective tissues: ligaments, tendons. These are all the connective tissues. So इसके अंदर क्या होता है? There is a strengthening of the ligaments and tendons. Changes in the joints and cartilage. So there is an increase or the strengthening of the joints and the cartilage in between the bones, or there would be changes in the bone also. Means जो bone mineral density है, bone की जो strength है वो भी increase होती है, वो भी change होती है. फैक्टर्स इन्फ्लुएंसिंग ट्रेनिंग इफेक्ट. कौन कौन से फैक्टर्स हैं जो कि इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं ट्रेनिंग को? So the first would be the intensity of training. Obviously, we all like familiar with the word intensity, the effort we put in the training. So if it is high, then if it is low, then it would affect the training. Frequency and duration of training. Obviously, frequency means how many times you repeat that training in a week or in a month or in a day. So that is the frequency. And the duration, the overall volume of the training. मीन्स आप एक सेशन को कितनी देर में कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं, या फिर आप इन अ वीक आप कितने ड्यूरेशन ले रहे हैं. लाइक आप यू डू 7 hours of training, you do 10 hours of training in a week, so that would be the duration. Specificity of training effect. ट्रेनिंग इफेक्ट का स्पेसिफिसिटी क्या है, स्पेसिफिसिटी एंड द टाइप ऑफ एक्सरसाइज, व्हाट यू डू मींस एरोबिक कर रहे हैं, एनारोबिक कर रहे हैं, मल्टी जॉइंट एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, सिंगल आइसोलेटेड एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, so it would also affect or it would also affect the training for the body. मसल ग्रुप स्पेसिफिसिटी, कौन सा मसल ग्रुप आप इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं, मीन्स जैसे कि अपर बॉडी कर रहे हैं, लोअर बॉडी कर रहे हैं, पर्टिकुलरली एक कंपाउंड एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, या फिर लाइक आइसोलेटेड एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, सो मसल ग्रुप क्या है वो भी आपका प्रभाव डालता है आपका ट्रेनिंग पर, ट्रेनिंग फिजियोलॉजी पर। स्पेसिफिसिटी ऑफ ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम क्या चल रहा है वो भी आपका इफेक्ट डालता है। फिजियोलॉजी ऑफ स्पेसिफिसिटी, बेसिकली जो आप ट्रेनिंग कर रहे हैं, जो आप एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं, उसका फिजियोलॉजी क्या है, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया एरोबिक और एनारोबिक दोनों अलग अलग ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम है, तो उसका क्या इफेक्ट, फिजियोलॉजी का जो इफेक्ट है वो भी क्या इफेक्ट डाल रहा है, वो भी उसका मैटर है, वो मतलब कि उसका कंसर्न है। Genetic limitations, we all know genetic limitations are there. Mode of exercise, detraining, retraining and maintenance of training effect. Detraining means जब हम ट्रेनिंग को छोड़ देते हैं तो बॉडी परफॉर्मेंस को जैसे डिक्लाइन करती है, कम करती है, सो दैट इज द detraining. Retraining means जब हम दोबारा से उसको रिहेबिलिटेट करते हैं या उसको दोबारा से रीजॉइन करते हैं, दैट इज द retraining. एंड द मेंटेनेंस ऑफ ट्रेनिंग इफेक्ट, जो ट्रेनिंग इफेक्ट्स है, तो जो अगर हम उसको मेंटेन करते हैं तो हर एक का फिजियोलॉजी अलग अलग होता है। दीज आर द फैक्टर्स व्हिच इन्फ्लुएंस द ट्रेनिंग। ठीक है, ठीक है, थैंक यू। पल्लवी मैम।
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I
Good, ma'am.
just want to give you a thanks because आपकी तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी, but you did it complete. Questions तो
Thanks a lot,
काफी मैं देख रही हूँ, लोग काफी इंटरेस्ट के साथ इसको रीड आउट कर रहे थे। So
हाँ जी,
कुछ क्वेश्चंस मैं ज्यादा आपसे नहीं पूछना चाहूंगी because I can see you
हाँ
are
जी,
not well, आपकी वॉइस से पता चल रहा है। बट
हाँ
एक दो
जी मैम।
क्वेश्चन
बेसिकली मैं उनको मेल वगैरह भी कर सकता हूँ सभी लाइक टीचर्स को, सभी जो भी अटेंडीज है, तो आप मेरे को जो लाइक पूछने वाले क्वेश्चन आप पूछ सकते हैं, मतलब कि कोई दिक्कत
या
नहीं।
ओनली वन क्वेश्चन, आई विल गो नॉट मोर देन दैट, क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चंस बार बार रिपीट किए गए, कई लोगों के साथ पूछे गए हैं कि इफ अगर हम लोग
हाँ जी,
आरबीसीज को, लाइक द क्वेश्चन वाज फ्रॉम अंकुर राघव, if we increase RBCs in blood, it can increase aerobic ability or not?
ऑब्वियसली इट इंक्रीजेज एरोबिक एबिलिटी, जस्ट बिकॉज जो आरबीसीज है इट्स अ ऑक्सीजन कैरियर, और ऑक्सीजन अगर ज़्यादा कैरी होगा बॉडी के अंदर तो आपका एरोबिक कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज होगी।
Yes, so it was really very interesting and it was a great session. All the topics, all the things you explained in a very simple way. It was like सब कुछ समझ में आ रहा था, and
थैंक्स लॉट
everyone
मैम।
was अभी continuously messaging में समझ में आ रहा था कि everyone was sending कि it is great session and very informative. So I'm not taking your much time. Thank you very much, Rahul
थैंक यू
sir.
मैम।
Okay, now moving forward, here we have our next topic, and that is the cardiac impact of exercise. And I'm feeling very honored to take the name. His Dr. Shinku Kumar Singh. Dr. Shinku Kumar Singh is HOD Department of PE, SRTM University, Nandel, Maharashtra. He has received Young Scientist Award in the year 2007. He has received State Level Teacher Award 2015, Award for Innovative Research 2018. He has delivered guest lecture as a resource person more than 150 various government, semi-government, and private institutions. He has 34 MPhil and 11 PhD awarded under his research supervision in this decade, we can say. He is editor-in-chief, International Journal of Physical Education, Sports Science and Health. He is Vice President, Physical Education Foundation of India. So, I'm feeling honored to welcoming you, and we are eagerly waiting for your lecture. Dr.
Madam,
Singh Kumar Singh.
Madam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible, but your voice is little low.
My voice is low.
Little
Hello.
low. It was little low.
Low, so please wait, madam. Hello. Now,
Yes, sir, it's fine.
fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Screen, you can
my
expand, I
slide is
think.
there or not?
Slide is there, but you can maximize it. I think it is in minimum. You can.
Okay. Now.
So, लैपटॉप का जो वो साइड का मेंशन होता है वो उसमें आ रहा है. That I think if you will go on the side, there is a.
क्या क्या लैपटॉप को क्या आ रहा है मैडम आपको?
Side screens, the whole screen we can see, like only PPT is not visible. We can see the whole screen of your laptop.
But PPT is not.
PPT is also there. PPT is also there, but we can see the whole screen.
So whole screen. So what can you do, sir, madam? Can you tell me?
There will be a sign of maximized it. There will be mentioned somewhere. Minimum and maximum.
Okay. Please wait, madam.
Till then, I will inform to all our attendees that I can see the messages in the screen. Some messages are coming. They are asking for PPT. So you all can go visit our Telegram link. There you can get all the PPTs, and you can get it from there.
Madam,
Rahul sir,
मैडम आप
can
देख
you?
रहे हैं अभी?
सर स्क्रीन तो दिख रहा है आपका,
लेकिन
पीपीटी पूरा दिख रहा है, लेकिन वो एक्स्ट्रा भी नजर आ रहा है, सो वो बड़ा नहीं हो पाएगा स्क्रीन पे. राहुल सर, कैन यू हेल्प हिम?
I think he has to. I think he has made PowerPoint in Doc.
Okay,
MS Word. So he has to cut. Please cut this, cross this outline, so that we can see it in full. Also, there's an option in the window below where you see the percentage. Hello.
Dr. Singh sir, we have.
I think we lost the connection.
Okay. So just because there are a little bit of net disturbance, sir has disconnected, but very soon he will be joining us. So today we learn on our first topic. It was very knowledgeable and very interesting. And yes, definitely we are eagerly waiting for the next. But you know, these are the little bit of technical issues that we have to face it. Okay. We will wait for a few more. Few more minutes we can wait for him. Yes, sir is back.
Yes, madam.
Yes, yes, sir.
Please wait 1 minute.
Sinko sir, good evening. I have made you host. And you can join. You can share your screen. Yes.
अभी स्क्रीन दिखाई दे रहा है आप लोग सभी को?
Yes,
Here
sir. We
it-
can see.
it's fine, sir.
Okay, so can I start, madam?
Sir,
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Please, sir.
सर प्रेजेंटेशन पे क्लिक कर दीजिए. स्लाइड शो पे.
प्रेजेंटेशन पर एक क्लिक होना चाहिए सर.
कहाँ पर?
स्लाइड शो मोड पे सर, फुल स्क्रीन करके.
स्लाइड शो. क्या?
Yes, sir.
अभी आ गए?
Yes, sir. We can see
Yes, sir.
that.
It is perfect.
Can I start, madam?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Sir, please start. We request you.
Okay. So first of all, I thanks Pallavi Shukla ji. Second, I thanks to Physical Education Foundation of India, especially Dr. Piyush Kumar Jain ji, for give me an opportunity as a speaker of this Train the Trainer program. Secondly, today the topic of my presentation is cardiac impact of exercise. So actually, in this time, cardiac problem is one of the serious problems for our society, not only for India, but this problems is also serious for America and several Western countries such as like Germany, France, Austria. So here I choose this topic due to so the heart attack is one of the leading causes of death every year in India. As per the report published by the Indian Council of Medical Science Research, so more than 2 crore people they losses their life due to cardiac or cardiovascular problems. So here, so cardiac means the study of heart. Cardiac is the study of heart because so we know very well our body made up by the 3 types of muscles. Muscles is involuntary muscles, voluntary muscles, and the cardiac. So cardiac muscles, our heart is made by cardiac muscles. So before I start my lecture, can you I introduce regarding heart? If you know very well heart because all of you related to physical education and the anatomy in physiology is the subject of physical education. So everyone you are aware about our heart. But since my topic is related to cardiac impact of exercise, means that impact of exercise on heart. So here, friends, we know very well. So heart is a chief organ of our body, and heart pump of blood for our body. So second, here you can see. So actually, there are 4 chambers in heart. So 2 upper chambers and 2 lower chambers. The 2 upper chambers called is a right atrium and uh, uh, left atrium, and lower chambers called is the right ventricle and the left ventricle. Heart is divided into 2 parts, right and left, and divided through the septum. You can see, and there are 4 valves in the heart because the function of valve is greatly affected from our exercise, especially the aerobic exercise. I will discuss later for all of you. So here there are 4 chambers in our heart and there are 4 valves in the heart. This is called is the tricuspid valve, pulmonary valve, mitral valve, and aortic valve. So now, can you see here the blue area and the red area? So red area means a pure blood, oxygenated blood, and uh, blue area means impure or deoxygenated blood. Actually, our blood form in bone marrow, and that time blood is not pure. That means blood is not useful for our body. So in the impure blood enters in the body through uh, inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. The impure blood of the heart in the upper part is enter through superior vena cava in right atrium, and the lower part impure blood enter in right atrium. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can listen to you. But little voice is little disturbed as
Actually, madam, I think there is no problem from my side.
okay, okay. It's
So,
okay.
okay. So, second
Yes.
thing, so the impure blood enter in a right atrium. That the impure blood comes in a uh, lower part. This is the uh, right ventricle. After that, blood uh, pure in our lungs through gas exchange transportation program, and again the pure blood enters in our left atrium, and blood comes through a left ventricle through a mitral valve, and again blood pump for aorta, and blood circulates in every part of the body. So this is the short description and function of the heart. So now I little discuss uh, in exercise, because without exercise, physical activities, you cannot imagine. So here, so the good physical fitness is responsible for pumping blood throughout the body, thereby providing a rapid transport system to distribute oxygen to the body cells and also remove carbon dioxide from the body with other waste products. So friends, it is well recognized that low physical and fitness. The reason for this is to improve stamina, improve immunity system, and maintain good body composition. So, cardiovascular fitness reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease and other diseases like hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and there are so many lifestyle diseases. May so friends, so it is well recognized that due to the urbanization, industrialization, and the computerization, the people nowadays, especially in Indian people or the students, cannot take part in any sporting activity or any physical activity. So, due to this uh, behavior, lifestyle behavior or lifestyle changes, so this creates a lot of disease in our body. So, without exercise, or those who are not engaging in sporting activity or exercise, this is called in the sedentary lifestyle. So they may suffer from hypertension, diabetes, obesity, and several types of lifestyle disease. So exercise is very important for our life and our life. is depend on the heart or the cardiac system. So life without exercise or physical fitness contributes to all early onset and progression of lifestyle disease such as cardiovascular disease, hypertension, diabetes, and the obesity. So the importance of physical fitness or exercise for health for all individuals has been well documented. Physical fitness is required element for all the activities in our life. Cardiovascular fitness of an individual is mainly depend on lifestyle related factors such as daily physical activity levels. It was believed that a low cardiovascular fitness level of individual is associated with higher mortality mortality rate in India as well as other Western or American countries. So friends, so this is an evidence for the effects of exercise, especially in the aerobic exercise, in helping the coordination of breathing and movement associated with good posturing for best relaxations of breathing muscles. It also helps in controlling the panic attack, which aggravate individuals, further deterioration and
Sir,
shortness is by letting away. Hello.
sir, sorry to disturb you, but the messages are coming that audio is not clear. I will request you once if you will switch off your video, then
Okay,
might
okay,
be थोड़ा सा voice clear हो जाएगा. Might be net की थोड़ी poor connection है.
okay, madam.
Once we will try, please आप mic on रखिए और video एक बार off कर लीजिए अपना.
ठीक है
Screen पे there is option ना video and zoom option पे.
एक मिनट देखता हूँ
देखिए.
यहाँ नहीं डाल पड़ेगा स्टॉप वीडियो ओके मैडम अब स्टॉप हो गई वीडियो
Yes, yes. और आपकी voice भी थोड़ी सी अब clear हो गई है sir.
अच्छा हो गया क्लियर हो गया ओके मैडम
Yes sir. Please,
तो
please
क्या
sir.
है हमारे
Continue.
पास थोड़ा सा इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम भी है इस वजह से लोगों को दिक्कत हो रही होगी तो सॉरी
Yes sir. Sorry to disturb you again and again, but थोड़ी सी दिक्कत आ रही थी. Please continue sir.
so the exercise it helps in controlling the panic attacks which aggravate individuals further deteriorations and shortness of breath by letting the way to control physical body mind and the autonomic nature of breath control. So friends, so there are several studies, so several evidences reported that the aerobic exercise has significant importance in improving system of systematic breathing exercise and stretching posture are used to increase respiratory stamina, relaxation of the chest muscles, expansion of lungs, raising in energy level and cleaning the body. Aerobic exercise inhale the lungs functions, parameters, vital capacity, force expiratory volume in per seconds, and peak expiratory flow rate. So, friend, aerobic exercise improve the blood circulations, which increase the strength of respiratory muscles. The further advantage of exercise is lies on the fact that it is more of a vertical breathing. By this vertical breathing, all the alveoli of both the lungs open up evenly. Due to even expansion of alveoli, a vast expanse of alveolar membrane is available for exchange of gases. The purpose of aerobic exercise is to supply the body with oxygen and cleanse it or dioxide and other toxins. Generally, a small portion of lungs capacity is being utilized. Aerobic exercise helps to improve glucose level, increase insulin sensitivity, and lower blood glucose level. Furthermore, insulin can causes a weight gain, which is a problem for people with diabetes, especially type 2 diabetes. Aerobic exercise helps both of these things as it promotes weight loss in mindful eating. So it makes sense that aerobic exercise is also great for our cardiac, great for our heart. A recent several studies suggested that aerobic exercise may reduces the stress, improve metabolic profiles, regulate autonomic nervous systems, and uh, alter hypothalamo-pituitary axis, which act as uh, uh, natural mediators of hyperglycemia. Hyperglycemia means diabetes. Aerobic exercise is useful for stress reductions, awareness of satiety, awareness on overeating, and weight reductions. Aerobic exercise may help lower heart disease risk factors improvement, that is BMI, blood pressure, lipid level. I will discuss later in later slides, were significant when aerobic exercises was used in addition to medications. Among patients with existing coronary heart disease, aerobic exercise provided a statistically significant benefit in lowering low density lipoprotein cholesterol when added to medications. So aerobic exercise may be help to boost humans' immunity systems and decrease inflammations in the heart and reducing the risk of uh, cardiac-related disorders. So aerobic exercises is one of the most effective and naturally immunity boosters that can lead to physical and mentally fit, illness illness-free body and healthy body system. So regular practice of aerobic exercises overcome the stress hormones that is called a cortisol, and strengthen the nervous systems, which also stimulating the lymphatic system, which remove toxins from the body. The regular practices of aerobic exercises stimulate the secretion of norepinephrine, serotonin, and dopamine in brain and contribute to sound sleep, which is attributed for wellness. Sleep is one of the most important factors in healing and maintaining a healthy immunity system and function of the heart. In addition, aerobic exercises also reduces the incidence of infectious disease by de-stressing the body and mind. So, actually, our today world is uh, suffering from COVID-19 coronavirus disease. So, everyone knows very well. So, this is uh, a very hazardous disease, and several people in India, more than 1 lakh people, have lost their life due to the coronavirus disease. And as per the several researchers indicate that, so the infectious disease that directly damage our heart. So as per the several scientists from China in America, so several research recently published in the Lancet, uh, uh, several reputed journals. So those who have a cardiac-related problem have a worsen outcome, and they loses their life. So those who are suffering from the heart-related disorders, they have a risk of death due to the coronavirus. So here, uh, aerobic exercises reduces the incidence of infectious disease by distressing the body and the mind. As per the several research indicating that even in the American Heart Associations recommended that at least 30 to 45 minutes of aerobic exercise in a day increase endorphins, decrease cortisol level, and fosters positive states of mind and promote better health with our cardiac functions. So here uh, I also add that. So cold and flu infections, asthma, allergy, and other chronic respiratory disorders are contribute to a weakened immunity system. Is weakened immunity system is directly related to our heart due to irregular habit of breathing. Increase the resistance of respiratory tract. Aerobic exercise addresses distress issue related uh, in, in, in our body and etc. Aerobic exercise has been effectively prescribed for medical conditions and procedures in the management of severe communicable and non-communicable disease too. So flu, cold, cancer, bronchial asthma, colitis, peptides, and ulcer. The regular practice of aerobic exercise improves strength and flexibility of heart muscles and may help to control hypertension and other related disease. Even uh, the aerobic exercise not only positively impact on our heart, this is also impact in our whole part of the body. So this is the natural medicine. Exercise is a natural medicine. So regular practices of aerobic exercise enhance the immunity system and helps to reduce the risk of several types of disease, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other related disease. So, aerobic exercise helps to increase endocrine, decrease cortisol level, and foster positive states of mind to promote better health, enhancing functioning of our human body system through a heart and other cardiac parameters. So here in slides, so you can see here. So there are several types of exercise. That is the aerobic exercise. So I already uh, a lot of discuss about the aerobic exercise. So aerobic exercise means that the exercise that performed in the presence of oxygen, means that the long-term activity. But in aerobic exercise, so the intensity of the exercise is low and the duration of exercise is uh, long. So aerobic exercise is the best exercise for enhancing our cardiac related functions. So other exercise is the anaerobic exercise, isometric exercise, tonic exercise, isokinetic exercise, therapeutic exercise, resistance exercise. So all these exercise are positively impact on our heart, but there are a less chance to damage other body parts in aerobic exercise. So second is the anaerobic exercise. So actually, aerobic exercise, the intensity of exercise is very high and this is a short duration exercise. So this type of exercise used by the sprinters or other power or speed related sporting activities. So second is the isometric exercise. So isometric is somewhere isometric exercise is considered in the aerobic exercise, but in isometric exercise, so our tension is developed in our body, but there is no change in the length of the muscle. So this type of exercise that enhance our strength level, that enhance the breathing capacity of our joints in ligaments. So second is the isotonic exercise. So in isotonic exercise, so iso means some or tonic means tensile. So isotonic is made up by the two words iso and tonic. Iso means some and tonic means exercise. So this exercise, in this exercise, the tension develop in our muscles and muscles either is lengthened or either is softens. So if muscle is lengthened, this is called is the eccentric exercise, and muscle is the shortened. This is called is the concentric exercise. So next is the isokinetic exercise. So friends, uh, all of you aware about the isokinetic exercise. So here, iso means some, in kinetics is the study of force. Actually, kinetics word it comes from the physics. So kinematics and kinetics, these are the components of our dynamics. So kinetics means the study of force. So this exercise, the force is developed in our body during the exercise, and isokinetic exercise generally used through a external help or the instruments. So therapeutic exercise. So therapeutic exercise is very essential and important for our rehabilitation process in sports or uh, mm, uh, injury process. So sports and injury both are the vice versa. So injury is common in several sports, and after the injury, the rehabilitation is essential for back in the our initial positions or initial status of the sports person. So therapeutic exercise generally used in a rehabilitation process. In this exercise, the intensity is very low, but therapeutic exercise also impact on our cardiac related functions. So next is the resistance exercise. So actually the resistance exercise is used for develop a strength uh, in our body. This type of exercise is performed against the gravity. So this is the resistance exercise. So this type of activity uh, performed in a resistance. So all the exercise is beneficial for our heart, but aerobic exercise is most beneficial and most safely and most appropriate exercise for development our strengthen and development our heart. So now I comes on the factors, uh, major risk factors of cardiac disease and mitigating role of exercise. So first of the risk factor is the sedentary lifestyle. So sedentary lifestyle means that you spend your time without a physical activity or without participating in a sporting activity or any sporting activity. So today the lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle is increased due to uh, um, computer computerization, due to the industrialization, urbanization, and the even in the school child or school going students, they cannot take part in sports in a ground or any physical activity. They are playing with a mobile phone, playing with a computer. So these type of activity enhance the sedentary lifestyle. In sedentary lifestyle, it increase the risk of cardiac disease. So, as per one report published by the UNO, so sedentary lifestyle is the 12th causes of death in the world. So, uh, one also research conducted by me on 2018. So this study was conducted on the medical students, so examining the effects of uh, stress on health outcomes and performance of the medical students. So those medical students have uh, play in sports and all games. They have a better lifestyle. They have a better functioning of the body. And those who are not engaging in any sporting or physical activity, they have weak in muscles and they have either suffer from uh, uh, obesity or either suffer from the blood pressure. So medical students, as per in my study, so more than 8% of students they suffer from a blood pressure due to not participate in any physical or any sporting activity. So due to the sedentary lifestyle, you can see in the school level, so the school child is weak, either they suffer from type 1 diabetes or they loses their vision or not under or in the condition of underweight. So second factor is the diabetes. So friends, so in the world, India is number one on diabetes. So actually there are three types of diabetes: type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and one of the diabetes, this is called is the gestational diabetes. So gestational diabetes only occurs in a female when she she are under the period of pregnancy. But the type 1 and type 2 diabetes is is a very hazardous for our health, especially in type 2 diabetes. So in type 1 diabetes, so the children are more suffer. So as per the research report published, so more than 10% of in a metropolitan city have children because they are not either they are not taking or either they have a mm, lack of infrastructure, lack of ground in the school. So diabetes is an endocrine related disease in which so either uh, the normal amount of insulin is not produced in our pancreas. So pancreas is a part of our body. So that create insulin. So if the insulin is lower than within its normal level, this is called is a type 1 diabetes. And if the pancreas is produced uh, more than insulin within its normal level, this is called is the type 2 diabetes. So type 2 diabetes is more dangerous and responsible for cardiac related problems. Not only diabetes damage our cardiac or heart, this is also damage our heart, damage our liver, and damage our eyes. And actually, diabetes is damages all parts of our body. So, in when you are suffering from type 2 or type 1 diabetes, when you are go to approach the doctor, so doctors tell you to take of medications or medicines for controlling your diabetes, but you strictly uh, uh, spend the time in physical or sporting activity. So those people are regularly engaged in physical activity or exercise or sporting activity. They have 88% less chance of diabetes. So if you are engaging in sporting activity or exercise related activities, so there are a less chance to diabetes. And if you are not suffer from a diabetes, then you have a less chance to your cardiac related disease or cardiac related problems. So actually, uh, diabetes is responsible for blockage in a heart. Blockage in a heart, and not only one of the word is the atherosclerosis, means hardening our cardiac related muscles or hardening the arteries. There are four type of arteries in our heart. So I will discuss it with you later. So next is the blood pressure. So blood pressure is also a very serious disease. This is called is the silent killer. So blood pressure is also a cardiac related or cardiovascular related disease. The long term of blood pressure on a heart is that either your heart is the muscles of heart is weak that your blood cannot pass easily in your heart or other parts of body. So the blood pressure is directly impact on your heart. So if you are a suffer from a blood pressure, that your heart is in under uh, under conditions means that the chances of cardiac related disease. And if you are suffering from heart, that the blood pressure your load on heart is high. So even there are several medications used for controlling a blood pressure. So one of the so ARV, angiotensin 2 receptor blockers. This type of medication is used to controlling a blood pressure in initial stage. So telmisartan, agilsartan, losartan, olmesartan, valsartan, these types of medicines comes under ARV. So second, ACB. ACB is also a medicine that used to control a blood pressure. That is erythropoietin, lisinopril, enalapril. So these type of medicines used for controlling blood pressure. Next is the calcium channel blocker, amlodipine, cilnidipine. These are comes in the uh, calcium channel blockers. So if you are regularly engaged in exercise or you are daily practice more than 30 minutes aerobic exercise, then you have less chance to blood pressure. Even one of the worst blood pressure or one of the type of blood pressure, this is called the resistance blood pressure. Resistance blood pressure. So your blood pressure cannot be controlled by using all type of blood pressure medicines, that is ARV, ACV, calcium channel blockers, diuretics, loop diuretics. So blood pressure cannot be controlled. But the one recent study uh, published from the American Heart Association, you can search in the net. This is also available. So if you are suffering from resistance blood pressure, your blood pressure cannot be controlled through the then you control your blood pressure with medication, resistance blood pressure with using a exercise and meditation. So here I would like to tell you. So not only exercise improve your cardiac function. So exercise is also treat your blood pressure. So even that. So doctor always prescribe you that you take aerobic activity, you take a exercise, you take part in the sporting activity. So several ways, doctor you suggest you after taking medicine cannot be work frequently without exercise. So even the people suffering from the cardiac disease, the doctors suggest you so you regular practice of yoga, you regular practice of exercise or play a game, low intensity game. So next is the obesity. So obesity is one of the problems for our society. Obesity uh, is not for the problem only for the Indian peoples. For this is also one of the major uh, major problems in USA and the China. The Chinese peoples or uh, US peoples are more obese as well compared to the Indian peoples because there are so many regions. So in America or in China, they taking a fast food, not cooking your domestic food. So these are the causes for obesity. But one of the most causes of obesity in the world, that the sedentary lifestyle, or the people cannot uh, take part in the sporting activity, or cannot practice a exercise, cannot practice any sports related activities or any physical related activity. So obesity not only impact negatively impact or adversely impact of our cardiac related disease, but obesity is one of the leading causes of diabetes, blood pressure, and bad cholesterol. I will later discuss on bad cholesterol level. So obesity is damage our heart. Obesity the function of heart, weakening our cardiac muscles, and this is also directly impact on the valve of the all four valves in all four arteries on the heart. So if you want to control your obesity, so you may take more than 90 minutes exercise, and through uh, food. Without food means you avoid a spicy food, you avoid non-veg, etc. So here, those who are suffer from diabetes, blood pressure, and obesity, they have more than 80% chances of heart attack, as per the report published by the several research journals or the several research reports. So next is the bad cholesterol level. So actually, one of the reason for bad cholesterol is lipid level, that a sedentary lifestyle, diabetes, obesity, smoking, or our mm, 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 other habits. Habits. So bad cholesterol. So there are some components bad cholesterol. First is the triglycerides. So triglyceride is a fat in our blood. So triglyceride is responsible for blockage in our arteries. It is in not only in our cardiac related or heart related arteries. This is also responsible for uh, blockage in brain related arteries and other parts of the body. So actually the components LDL is a component of cholesterol. This is called is the low density lipoprotein. Next is the VLDL, means the very low density lipoproteins. So these are responsible for a blockage. Triglyceride, LDL, VLDL are responsible for the block in our cardiac disease. So I also discuss about our arteries. So next, one of the things is HDL. HDL means high density lipoprotein. This is good for our body. So high density lipoprotein is control the VLDL, LDL in the triglycerides. So the exercise, even if you are suffer from a high level cholesterol, uh, then doctors suggest you statin. Statin, the medications that control our cholesterol level. So mainly doctor prescribe two types of statin. This is called is the atorvastatin and rosuvastatin. So atorvastatin or rosuvastatin, those who are suffer from heart related problems. So doctor is regularly prescribe you atorvastatin or rosuvastatin. So rosuvastatin is the new generation medicines and less side effects on a body. So, but who are regular engaged in physical or aerobic or they take a exercise, they regular take they regular take part in the sporting activity, they have no chance or less chance of bad cholesterol level. So exercise, exercise, all of you know very well. So exercise burns our uh, fat, fats in the body, and fat when our fats is low, then there is a low chance or less chance of cholesterol. So next, eating well is also another risk factor for the cardiac related disease. So smoking is directly impact of our left main arteries. So smoking is narrow our arteries, or tobacco is narrow our artery, thereby blood cannot be passed in the heart. So actually, heart attack occur. When occur? What is the heart attack? So in heart attack, so either the blood cannot pass through the arteries, left main artery. There are four types of arteries. Cannot pass or stop the blood flow in the artery. So this is called is the heart attack. But heart attack not means that the collapse of the person. So if person is collapse, this is called is the cardiac arrest. Both are the different things. So too much uh, uh, smoking or tobacco or too much alcohol drinking is one of the causes of our cardiac related disease. The next thing is the chronic stress, means the academic or occupational stress. So, friends, I also told you. So, stress, it, actually, stress is the one hormone. This is called is the cortisol hormones that secrete secrete in our heart. That the secretion of cortisol hormones that narrow our blood vessels, and uh, blood cannot through or pass through in the body, and stress enhance the blood pressure, enhance the load on our heart, either the heart is the occupational or academic stress. So academic stress means that the stress due to your academic pressure, due to your uh, 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 due to your curricular pressures. So this type of stress generally occurs in the students, especially in the professional education of the medical. Uh, Stress is one of the in the college after dating. Stress is one causes of suicide behavior of the student. So here, the regular practice of exercise that reduce your stress that reduce the secretion of cortisol hormones, and uh, contribute to good sleep. In good sleep, all helpful for our heart, helpful for our blood pressure. So these are the very important for our heart. In occupational stress means that the stress from your workplace. So next is the family history of CVD. CVD means cardiovascular disease. So uh, the cardiac related problems may also be caused by the your genetic genetic factors. That means heredity. So next is the feeding habits. So fast food, or you use a oily, or you eat a more amount of mutton. These type of habits that contribute to heart related disease or heart related problems or cardiac related problems. So next thing is the excessive secretion of PTH. PTH means parathyroid hormones. So parathyroid hormones is also responsible for our cardiac related problem. But those who are engaged in exercise, then the hormone is controlled. Not only the parathyroid hormone, all types of hormones is controlled. And hormones is control our physiological system. So here one of thing is heavy exercise or physical activities or heavy exercise after long absence or after uh, long period of exercise, absent of long period of exercise. These are also causes of in our heart. Even there is the evidence that you can you know very well. So most of the football players are losses their life due to cardiac arrest in a ground. So this is one only of the reason of heavy exercise or physical activity. So here I would like to suggest that. So you cannot uh, do heavy exercise. If you want to heavy exercise, you increase day by day in a gradual manner. So next is the innovation. So actually, in these times, so the young boys are crazy. They are want to they look as like a strong man. Their body is like a strong man. His body is well shaped. So the gym trainers is also suggested the anabolic steroids. So actually, anabolic steroids is not suggested without taking a medical advice. So only the medical practitioners may advise the anabolic steroids. So anabolic steroids that increase our protein level in our body and clot the blood. When our blood is clogged, then blood cannot pass in the heart or cannot pass in the body, and this is one of the reason of the heart attack. Even you can hear about the several people had lost their life in gym or during gym activity. So, as per the report published by one scientist, I forget the name of the scientist from Australia. So, he concluded that the heart attack in gym are more due to use of anabolic steroids. So, this is my message. So, I request to all the young people. So, you cannot take anabolic steroids on the suggestion of gym trainers. So, you only take anabolic steroids for the uh, registered medical practitioners, or there is no need to take anabolic steroids. So there you also take a healthy foods that increase the protein level in your body. So these are the major risk factors for our cardiac problem, our heart related problem. So these are the medications used for the cardiac disease or cardiac related disease. ERG, ACG, I already told you, diuretics. Diuretics actually used for controlling your blood pressure or controlling or survive after the heart attack. So actually, there are several types of diuretics. This is called is the hydrochlorothiazides, torsamide, furosemide, spironolactone. So there are several types of diuretics used for um, mm, control of blood pressure or survival after the heart attacks. So in diuretics, so diuretics is stop our fluid retention in our body. So thereby blood is smoothly run in our body or smoothly circulate in our body. So there are less chance to heart attack. But if you are engaged in physical activity or you practice sport activity or you do daily exercise, then there is no need to diabetes because the exercise is also responsible for the good blood circulations in our body. So this is a natural medicine for fluid retentions or edema formations in our body. So other medications is the beta blockers. So friends, beta blockers on diabetics are used in sports for sports performance. This is a comes under in a uh, banned drugs. So diabetics that our control our weight, that lose our weight. So there the weight category sports is involved. The players taking a diabetics, that is Lasix, torsamide, furosemide. So these are a banned drugs, but this is also taken in the sports for lose the blood pressure. So beta blockers is also used in the sports. So those where the triggers or regulatory sports involved. So beta blockers used to study our nerves, nerve cells or heart rate. So but any person related to exercise that your heart rate is controlled or even heart rate is improved. Actually, beta blockers taking for a bradycardia, tachycardia and bradycardia. Tachycardia means your pulse rate is high within its normal level, or bradycardia means your pulse is low within its normal level. Both conditions that impact in the heart, that contribute the stress on our heart. So, but the exercise, your control, your pulse rate, control your heart rate, and this is when your heart rate is controlled. That means your heart is relaxed. If your heart is relaxed, so there are less chance of heart-related disease or cardiovascular disease. So exercise is a multifunctional. This is the natural medicines and exercise impact in our body. So other medicines. So actually, friends, I also told the triglycerides. So triglyceride is responsible for a blockage in our heart. So you can see in the slide cerebrovascular disease, that is a stroke. This is also comes in our cardiac functions. So here you can see in the brain and left side the plate. The yellow color is the formation of triglyceride. This is responsible for the blockage, and in blockage, blood cannot be passed in the body. And if the blood cannot be passed smoothly in the body, automatically our pressure is going on heart. So you can also see here the ischemic heart disease, angina. Angina means pain in the left side of the heart. Actually, heart is situated in left side. So angina means pain. So actually, there is the heart pain. Doctor suggested you beta blocker or alpha blockers. So, but if you are engaging in physical activity regular, so there is no chance of any angina. So next is the coronary artery disease. So this is very common in old people. So this type of coronary artery disease only due to the blood pressures or only due to the uh, diabetes or obesity. So you can see here. So this is the one is the normal artery and another is the abnormal arteries. So you can see the edoplus. This is the lipid deposit of the platelet. So these arteries that create a hindrance or create a barriers for the in flow the blood in the heart. So next cardiac related disease is the hypertensive heart disease. So hypertension means all I already told you. So hypertension means that the blood pressure is one of the causes of heart related disease. This is a silent killer or this is one of the causes of heart disease. So insulin, weakness in the wall of the blood vessels and hypertension. So actually, hypertension uh, is one of the uh, causes of heart-related disease. So next is the peripheral artery disease. So actually, you can see the plaquing in the leg, but here is blood is not flow clearly, then is directly contribute to load of your heart. So now, how to prevent your heart-related disease through exercise? So, what is the impact of exercise? So, I would like to tell about the impact of exercise. First is the improved cardiac ejection fraction. So, about the previous lecture, Dr. Rahul told us that how our stroke volume is increased. So, cardiac ejection fraction means your efficiency of your heart. Efficiency of heart means pumping ability of heart. So if the pumping ability is more than 50 to 70%, means that your heart is good. Below than 50%, 49 to 36%, heart pumping ability is below normal. So this is not good for our heart. And if the our cardiac ejection fraction is less than 36%. This is below heart pumping ability is low, and this is condition of heart attack. So this is responsible for heart attack. So actually, there are two reasons for improving a cardiac infection. First is the medication. So medications that is a certain type of medicine or the loop diuretics, that is torsamide or Lasix. These are the medicines that improve your cardiac ejection fraction. But those who are engaged in physical activity, they have never never complained about the cardiac ejection. Cardiac ejection is largely depend on our stroke volume. So stroke volume means the amount of blood pumped in a left ventricle in one go. So cardiac ejection fraction is one of the important factors for exercise to improve cardiac ejection. So this is a sign of low ejection fractions, that is fatigue, being tired of all time, softness of swelling in the feet, rapid pulse or heart rate, or a normal pulse. I also, when I introduced about heart, so there are four chamber of hearts, so you know very well. So exercise reduces the risk of left ventricular hypertrophy. So actually, this is a normal heart. You can see the left ventricular diameter is or the density is big, and this is the second is the left ventricular hypertrophy. This is you can also see in the slide in the PPT. So left ventricular hypertrophy is one of the causes of heart attack or cardiac arrest. So
So,
one of the common causes of left ventricular hypertrophy is long term of blood pressure. But the if you are engaging in physical activity, that there are no chance of left ventricular hypertrophy.
Dr. Singh,
So here, yes, hello,
sorry to interrupt you again, but we have little lack
hello,
of. Hello, sir.
madam, please tell me, hello.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we have little lack of time.
Okay, okay. So I conclude in 2 minutes. Okay.
Short. can, can we do
Hello,
it little? Hello.
madam, please tell me.
Can we do it little fast, sir? Please.
Okay, okay. A little faster.
We have now, the time limitations.
So exercise is also related the prevention of plaque coronary artery disease related to your heart. So if you directly engage in physical activity, that you also improve your heart efficiency. So exercise is also reduces the risk of stenosis. Stenosis means your valve. I already introduced four types of our valve. So this is the mitral valve. So this is a abnormal mitral valve, and this is a normal mitral valve. So those who are engaging in exercise, that they have less chance to stenosis in the valve. So here, this is the benefit, other benefits of exercise. Vasodilation. Actually, vasodilation means the diameter of blood vessels is increased. So if the diameter of blood vessels is decreased, then blood is circulate in body properly, and there are no chance of heart-related disease or less chance to heart-related disease. The cardiac output. Due to the exercise, cardiac output is also increased. Means the amount of blood pumped in 1 minute. This is called the cardiac output. So even so, there are in general people. So there are 5 liters of cardiac output in 1 minute of one simple or general people. But if you are doing regular exercise, your cardiac output increase up to 5 to 10 liters. Improve heart rate. I also told you the heart rate and maintain blood pressure. So exercise, if you do exercise, your blood pressure is maintained. So other thing is prevention of heart for this is the fruits, citric fruits you can use. So garlic is good for heart. So fruit vegetable is also for fish is also good for the heart. So nuts is also good for the heart. Exercise. So these are the actually due to lack of time, I I I stop my lectures. Thank you very much. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you very much, sir. Sorry I disturbed you
Sorry.
in between because
No,
there's
no, no, no.
sometimes, and these the topic you had, it was very interesting, and I can see in the starting there was some net issue, and I want to apologize from all our viewers, our attendees. In the starting it was a little bit disturbed, but after that I was seeing all the messages. Everyone was very interested, and they were congratulating that it's a very good and informative session. Sir, not taking too much questions. I have taken two questions that I want to know. It's one question is from Savita Gawarkar. She want to know that which are the best cardiac exercise that should be taught by PE teacher to the students.
So actually, the best cardiac exercise is the aerobic aerobic exercise is the less strain on your heart, also less strain in your muscles, and there are a chance to enhance your cardiac related activity, that is the cardiac ejection fraction, stroke volume. Actually, the stroke volume is the 70 ml per beat. So if one time his heart is pumped, it is 70 ml blood pumped in one stroke. But the aerobic related exercise, that is cycling, that is wrist walking or jogging, even you also climbing in the mountains, climbing in the stairs. So these type of the exercise, the less uh, strain on your heart, less strain on your body, and good for the exercise. Second, most thing, the anaerobic exercise or other type of exercise is also good for heart. But these type of activities are responsible for fatigue, boring, and there are a chance of injury. So aerobic exercise, cycling, running, even in swimming is also good for the body, good for the heart. हेलो हेलो मैडम आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा. मैडम आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है?
Yes,
हाँ,
sir.
अब बोलिए.
So, one more question. This is from Ajay Shekhawat. He want to know that is there any relation between blood pressure and arrhythmia? Is there any relation between blood pressure and arrhythmia?
Actually, doctor tell you better. Okay, so you talk to the so yeah, you talk to doctor. So I am not sure because this is the disease related. So I am sorry.
So, yes, this is the same that in the starting, in first sessions, I told that being a PE teacher, never give anything, never say that interrupt in these things. So we can understand, sir. Now, I want to thank you, sir. It was really very informative. And it was very relevant, like it was not only for a sports person. Actually, these cardiac problems are varying at the very young age. Even kids are facing these problems. So the information you have given, this will help everyone, not only sports person, but general people can take help from these all things. So thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank
And
you. Thank you.
I want to, yes, I
Hello.
want to inform all our attendees that you will get the PPT on our Instagram, in our YouTube channel. You will get the full session, and Telegram pay you can get the PPT. That a lot of people are asking for the PPT of today's Dr. Sinku sir's PPT presentation they need. And yes, with this, I'm not taking much time. Now I just want to thank you. Thanks to all our guest speakers, all our panelists, and for this wonderful session. I also want to thank our participants for their active participation. बस यूं ही सीखते और सिखाते हुए हम आगे बढ़ते जाएंगे. तो फिर कल आपसे पुनः मुलाकात होगी with new and informative session. Till then, keep learning, be safe, and stay happy. Bye, everyone. Namaskar.